Uh, Hello. Hello. Oh, this is terrifying. Sorry, this is taking me a bit to calm my nerves down. I can see all of your faces on Teams, and I'm just gonna turn my camera on. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. Oh, thank you. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Art Schools trying to make things happen during a pandemic. As you can see, I am flashing in yellow. That is because of um, technology. I am having a bit of difficulty using my laptop, though I guess Ruskin was generous enough to lend me all these equipment, which I'm going to turn on the camera on the Teams now and give you guys a little tour of my second screen. Sorry, this is just getting rid of the magic at once, but yeah, welcome. Um, as you can see there, it's a bit DIY. So, and I can't really monitor myself. So if anything goes wrong, if my mic's muted, if your own artwork isn't getting displayed the way you want, if the sound quality is bad, let me know. So I'll fiddle with it. But today we have extremely exciting range of artworks. Do, We have about 4 live performances and 14 plus works of art, all the art. So hope you guys are ready for some art roller coaster ride. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm just gonna read out the first names, and I'm saying first names because why not, of our participants today, because we all know that this is a stressful time, whether or not we have our portfolios due, um, getting a job, finding a place to live, how to ship our stuff back to our home country. But these people hunkered down, sent us an email, and said, hey, I would like to be part of this. Not saying anyone who didn't participate isn't that. You guys are amazing. We're all doing so great. It's just that, it's a show and they are here to make it happen. And I'm going down from A last names to W, and you guys, it doesn't matter to you guys because I'm not gonna say the last names. But we have Hafendi, Josh, Vasilia, Amy, Bridie, Beth, and Carl. We have a collective, yes. Laura, Yuliya, Megan, Max, Lillian, Maeve, Tegan, James, Alice, and myself. Hello, I am your host, Boris Meep Park Johnson. Um, and next up, we have Yuliya to basically have a chat with me. It's in so yeah, I was trying to make an interview thing work, and realize it's gonna be a bit glitchy. And then fade to black.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hi.
Yuliya, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I can't appreciate enough the effort that you put in to grow your nose. Um,
Yeah, I did my best.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking your time out from the nose growing busy days to join me here. Welcome to the show. How are
No
you
problem.
doing?
I'm doing great. I'm currently in my bathroom. This
Mm-hmm.
is the only private space in the
Oh.
house since my partner is gaming.
Oh. Mm.
So this is peace and quiet. Yes.
I mean, and the acoustic's very nice as well. So
Thank you.
yeah, I think you made that choice very deliberately. Thank you so
I
much.
did. I did
Yeah,
indeed.
we were talking and we both made face filters courtesy of Lens Studio of Snap Camera. If anyone's interested, um, yeah, we have made these filters. Not these filters, actually. That's what I'm going to talk about. Another complaint about technology. We have made filters together today, and then realized we can't put it up on the same day. Well, it's
No.
their fault actually because they didn't make it that way. Um,
Yeah, but they're available on Snapchat.
mm, that's so true. Yes, if you if you do have Snapchat, please use my filters. It's Me Park. That's MIPARK. Thank you. Yeah, and I guess we'll talk about some anxious nostrils.
Yes, I definitely have some. They're very anxious.
Oh God, yeah. I hope they're doing okay. I hope they're feeling good. Um,
Yeah,
we
yeah, they're all right today.
there.
The other day, though, um, I had a video of one anxious nostril
Oh God.
from my previous work, which was part of installation,
Mhm. Mhm.
uploaded onto YouTube. And after a couple of weeks, they actually decided to take it down. I got an email saying that my one anxious nostril was flagged up.
Oh
They
what?
decided to take it down. I guess it was very offensive.
Oh well.
Those gaping holes are like intrusive and offensive. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe they were too scared that might contaminate someone with corona through a screen, breathing onto them so close through my video.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
You never know with these
Although
YouTube. Mhm.
I did appeal and I did explain that it's my own nose,
You
it's
did
my own
say.
nostril.
You did say.
They decided to put it back up, so it's on. They decided to allow my nostril to be there on YouTube.
I mean, this is a
Offensive
human
nostril.
success story. I would love to see it as, I guess, Denzel Washington movie. Oh no, yeah. I mean, I see why YouTube took it down, but they're great nostrils. Very anxious. Very anxious.
Oh no, my big nose
Oh
gone.
no. Yeah, but it's
He
still
offended
there.
me by my nostrils. You should be. YouTube is.
You never know with these YouTube people. Honestly, Laura and I did a lot of trial runs to get prepared for today, and it have been taken down multiple times. No nostrils, no gaping holes, no nothing, and then it was just flagged. But that's the world we live in. Oh, oh
On the
God,
thumbnail.
oh God, Yulia,
Oh, would you like me to
you
be this weird blob thing?
you 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 turned into a blob. I hope you're feeling okay, cause I mean, you do look very, very nice.
Blobby.
Blubby, blubby's the
I can be
word.
potato.
Uh, I'm getting major filter envy. That's what I'm getting. I can't even tell you're in your own toilet.
Yeah, I know. This looks so professional.
This is amazing, honestly. I just,
Great location.
I just cannot get enough of it.
This is where I work.
You
Yeah.
need a chicken nugget, or is that chicken nugget or just a
I think
drumstick?
so. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. chicken nugget.
Mm. Well, I'm
I can be a
glad you.
pickle.
Oh, God.
That looks like a turd.
I think this interview really summarizes how I guess. Oh, Yulia,
I
get
am in
out
the
of there.
bathroom.
You get out of there, Yulia. I was looking through my phone photo gallery last night, feeling extremely nostalgic of beginning of the year, aka October. And I found a matriculation photo of you and I, and it was very cute. Yulia and I go to the same college, Lady Margaret Hall. Whoop. Um,
Whoop whoop.
and we stood next to each other because we are about the same height to take, the group photo, and we're making the same face, and it was really cute. Get out
I'm
of
gonna
there.
frame them. I'm gonna frame those pictures, because I have no matriculation pictures, nothing
Mm,
serious Oxfordy. So I'm
no, but well,
gonna put them up on my walls.
I mean, we need to have some kind of physical thing from it. Are we getting any? Never mind. I'm losing my marbles right now, because of where you are, Yulia. That's disgusting. Get out of there.
I can just go back here.
Okay. In
Do you want me to leave now?
Yes, please. I would like for you to go.
Okay,
Um,
I'll leave you to it then.
but
Goodbye, everyone.
thank you
Goodbye,
so
me.
much. Thank you, Yulia. And Yulia will be joining us at the very end of our broadcast.
Right at the
Reporting
very
live.
end.
Sorry, what?
Right at the very
Right,
end.
right at the very end. Yulia will be reporting live from Bullingdon Road. So if you can, stay tuned or leave and then come back around 10:30 p.m. Also,
I'll see you there.
I just can't. Bye.
So I'm going to have to stay late tonight, completely snowed under, and also my bag was destroyed by security services at Reading train station.
Apologies, everyone. So I think my laptop maxed out. So I will close some applications and make sure that Josh's, I never know how to pronounce those S's. Josh's empty box of matches with a smoother audio, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Everyone pray. Everyone start praying. Oh, okay. I shouldn't say praying in English because it has different connotations from my own mother tongue, which is Korean. So if anyone wants some tutoring, if anyone wants to watch some K drama, mukbang together, and have someone to translate stuff, I am here for you. Let me know. Let's get back to the film.
So I'm going to have to stay late tonight, completely snowed under, and also my bag was destroyed by security services at Reading train station. Hi Keith, are you still in the office? Can you go to my desk? Okay, top left-hand drawer, locate the file on Kedridge Indoricide. That is the KID file, as in the kid, or it might be under orchid, as in the flower, or the universe. Can I leave that with you? When you found it, get back to me. Cheers.
The last two places I showed Paul and Gary didn't tick all the boxes for what they're looking for, so I have my fingers crossed that this time we're onto a winner. So guys, here we are outside today's commercial property. Now before the break, we were in North Hertfordshire, but this time I've taken Paul and Gary closer to Milton Keynes, their ideal location, to see if I can help find them their dream office space. So you two have never shared an office space before, is that right, Paul? No, not one of our own. This will be the first time actually. Gary's a bit nervous. But you'd also be willing to consider Bedfordshire, I gather. Oh yes, definitely. Anywhere that has that wow factor. Now Paul, you're an implementation consultant. What does that involve? Well, it's quite a varied role really. But essentially I offer consultation to different businesses, people and organisations on implementation. There's actually quite a funny story connected with how you two first met, isn't there, Gary? I first met Paul when he came to my company to consult with us on implementation. I love that story. Now let's go inside and take a look. Go on, you go ahead. I'm just going to hang back here. I've secretly got a good feeling about this one. I just hope Gary isn't too much of a dickhead to see its potential. We'll catch up with them inside.
All I ever wanted was my own car, my own house, my own job. The kind of job where I'd be sent away on a training day in a conference centre of a Holiday Inn in a business park off the M4 near Bracknell in Berkshire. Claim back expenses, breakfast pastries on arrival, free teas and coffees, and a lanyard with my name on it.
Hello,
What's your name?
it's Mr. Fresh Haircut.
Thank you. Here's your name badge, and there's teas and coffees over there, so help yourself.
All I ever wanted was to go on a training day in a conference centre of a Holiday Inn. The kind of training day where, after the morning presentations, lunch would be provided. A variety of egg and cress sandwiches, cakes, teas, coffees. Then I'd go outside to the car park and share banter with colleagues on a cigarette break. Colleagues who I also considered to be my friends.
Okay, listen to this, right? So the other day she walks into the office and I'm sat there at her desk, in her chair, and I say, I'm clenching my teeth, Orchid. And she was like, why'd you call me Orchid? And I say, because you're my little flower. And now apparently she's made a complaint against me. You can't do anything these days, mate. It's fucking stupid, that's what it is. And I'm literally like, did I tell you last week I was in Shanghai? Mate, the women there, you know how it is. Business meetings, hotels, restaurants, hospitality, hotels.
Sorry to interrupt. Do either of you have a lighter? Should we go back in? Here you go. I took this box of matches from a hotel in China. You can keep it. Anybody else I see? Yeah. Show me hotel. Tuesday.
Sorry, mate. It's empty. Sorry, excuse me, mate. It's empty.
Hang on a second. You go ahead. What the fuck? It's full. Okay, so here we've got this graph that shows you how visibly engaged has your CEO been in your most recent transformations. We can see there is a 63% with the very engaged, so that is excellent, a good sign, and we can assume that within that group those particular CEOs were very engaged visibly, which again is great. Somewhat engaged is the next highest, so we can clearly see that the majority is either with very engaged or somewhat engaged, which is excellent. If we go right down to the other end of the spectrum there, very disengaged is only 4%. If we move on to the next graph, do you agree with each statement? So the first one is CEO is visible advocate for transformation. Then there's CEO. I'm sorry, Clive, to interrupt. Can you see this? I feel like I'm starting to become the universe. Sorry, Clive. Continue. My name's not Clive.
All I ever wanted was to socialise with colleagues after work, have a few drinks, get to know my bosses, make a good impression on my superiors. I'd eventually get promoted off the back of my banter down the pub. Within a few years, my colleagues would secretly talk to each other about my pay packet. I'd no longer sit and talk with them. Instead, I'd be at the bar buying everyone round after round of gleaming gold pints of lager and paying for their taxis home.
Hello, welcome back. So on today's programme we're trying to discover whether the present is in fact worse than the past, or whether that's just in people's heads, particularly today in Britain. So we're going to start with a caller who's in Stevenage. Richard in Stevenage, can you hear me?
Hi, yes, thanks for having me on. And can I just say, I love your show. Well, we're living in very dark times, which is just fantastic, really, because things are getting done.
That's one way of looking at it, Sally.
Yeah, so the other day I was walking in town, and I did feel down, and I did feel upset, and I did want to cry.
So if I can just start with there, we're going to bring in Dave. Dave's in Reading.
Well, you see, I can remember the time when if you were haunted by a malevolent spirit, it was seen as a good thing. Your previous caller who was complaining about the cat in the garden.
Well, can I just say, Kathy, thank you for your call. It's great to hear your thoughts there. Right now, we're going to bring you a very special caller in Braintree in Essex. She's only 3, and in her own words, she says she has no past, but she also says she can remember the infinite nothingness from which she recently emerged. Her name is Kedridge in Dorasai. Can you hear me, Kedridge? Kedridge? Okay, well that's wonderful to hear your thoughts there. It's a lovely day out there today. The sun is shining. Get yourself out there, enjoy your day, Kedridge. Thanks a lot for your call. Okay, thanks, bye. Right, who have we got next?
Pack of Marlboro Red, please.
All I ever wanted was my own car, my own house, a nice pair of shoes and the latest smartphone, the kind of phone that would know what I dreamt about the night before. I would tell all my secrets to that phone and it would listen without judgment. I'd call it Nigel.
Nigel, quickest route to interview location, please.
Calculating route.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Haircut. You're meant to be having an interview with us. I'm just checking whether you're still able to come.
Yes, very sorry. 2 minutes away, sorry.
All I ever wanted was to work hard and be given the opportunity to climb the ladder, and probably, most likely one day eventually become the leading expert in my field, a motivational speaker hired to give presentations at corporate events. Maybe one day I'd even give a TED talk. My relaxed and composed demeanor would put any audience at ease, and I would take them on an entertaining and highly personal journey through the dark and disturbingly conflicted wasteland of my subconscious.
So guys, have a look around. Obviously you can change anything in here. It's really up to you what you do with the space. What are you guys thinking? Can I say something? Go ahead, Paul. Yeah, there are a few things I'd change, but on the whole, I quite like it. I'd get rid of that wall, but no, I can see myself sat there, shooting some emails out on a nice, warm summer's evening. I like your thinking, Paul. Gary, you seem less sure. I'm just not getting that feeling. The wow factor. No, not the fucking wow factor again, Paul. I'm just not getting that feeling that this is my forever office. The office where I can live forever.
I'm sorry I'm late. No problem, come in. Take a seat. Glad to see you still had time to get yourself a coffee.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Haircut, I can see you've got a decent background in implementation consultancy.
I'm just going to put there. Okay.
As we don't have much time, Mr. Haircut, we're just going to crack on. I'm going to read an overview of a quick outline of the job role, and then we'll move on to asking you some quick questions, okay? You'll be part of a rapidly growing service we offer, providing continuous and distinctive support to our clients to ensure that they achieve and sustain the full benefits of our recommendations. Our implementation consultants are involved from strategy through execution with a disciplined eye on impact and sustainability at every project lifecycle. Working in small teams with colleagues and clients to build strategies, capabilities, systems, and preparing communications to report back to clients and internal leadership. You will also be expected to develop practical recommendations on the implication of analysis, identifying the implementation challenges. You work alongside clients, assisting with implementation tasks, working sessions with frontline. Sorry. We don't have time for this.
Hold my drink. Things are about to start getting serious. Don't fucking talk to me about how it's all too mysterious. I know all about the implications of analysis, the implementation challenges. An empty box of matches makes me feel hopeful about the past. An empty box of matches makes me feel that I will last for all eternity. You're the reason I got a billion corrupt PDFs in my brain. What you don't realise is this has all been an act. I apologise in advance for what I'm gonna say next, for the ramifications, for the impact. The one who's been tricked here is you, not me. You thought I was so predictable, but what you failed to see is I created an illusion in all those meetings, emails, and throughout our professional involvement. And now when you look at me, all you can see is an implementation consultant. Meanwhile, I'm becoming the universe, and no one would ever have predicted that I will vanish into everything. You won't even remember that I'd ever existed. Hi Keith, I had a bad dream the KID project was off track. You've still got remote access to my subconscious. Send through data readings, email attachment, fine, in your own time, cheers. Where was I? Oh yeah. There's a security guard complaining about a lack of tea breaks somewhere in a dark corner of my mind.
Well, I covered for Jeff yesterday and he's got to cover me back, but I've got to stay on post, so I've got no idea when I'm going to have mine. Missed mine yesterday and all as well.
I have no choice but to listen to what he has to say, and all the while I have a growing awareness that the world has an evil look on its face today. I feel like it's been 2 weeks since the sun last set. My soul is the shape of a panic attack. My mind is a wasteland of regret. I've seen you lurking in the shadows of my dreams, where I'm an expert speaker giving a presentation for small businesses in a disused oil refinery among the Greek ruins of the Aegean coast. I feel my death is imminent, but I give a particularly good presentation when I'm having visions of the Holy Ghost. I saw you and my estate agents as they handed me a tenancy agreement written in Latin prose. We were drinking the blood of Christ.
£5 bottle, not bad.
The body came from the bakery section of Tesco's.
Is that Tiger Life there? Excellent.
You're in the irregular heartbeat in my chest. You're in the shallowness of my breath. I've seen you in the unreal journeys I take across simulated worlds. You're the pixelated ghost, the shadow of my death.
Thank you for holding. Our customer service representatives really want to speak to you today. It could speed things up if you tell us why you're calling. Press 1 if you think you are becoming the universe. Press 2 if an empty box of matches makes you feel hopeful about the past. And it's 3 if you're having visions of the Holy Ghost. For any other inquiry, stay on the line, and we will get someone to speak to you as soon as it is possible. Thank you.
I've just understood everything. All I ever wanted was to have been a raver in the early noughties, pupils like saucers at dawn on a Sunday morning, gurning like a chimpanzee. All I ever wanted was my own house, my own car, and spare cash left over at the end of the month. I'd probably still do a bit of Charlie on the weekends, occasionally. Stag do's, you know. So many stag do's. I'd write poetry in my man cave. Maybe one day someone would discover I was a genius. At work, colleagues would come to me for advice, a laugh. On weekends I would take them on long drives in my car that would glide down motorways as if floating on a bed of air. I'd have a proper nice fitted suit, my own suit, so that I'd walk into the office looking like the dog's bollocks every single day. I'd wear that suit and carry my belongings in the rucksack made by Berghaus. My car would be an Audi A3 4-door compact saloon with inbuilt smartphone interface, and all my beliefs and opinions would disappear in a blink of an eye when I died. All my ideas that I developed over the years, all those thoughts I had as time accelerated away from me whilst I experienced life through an inexplicably dull sequence of events. All those thoughts would vanish in an instant, and I'd be lain out on a cold metal table of a mortuary somewhere off the M4 near Bracknell in Berkshire. And yet, even then, I'd still know, despite my lifetime being a mere glimpse of a vast and mysterious universe experienced briefly between two eternities of oblivion, I'd still know that all I ever wanted, all I ever really would have wanted, was to have been an implementation consultant. The universe had other plans for me.
Look, mate, just give me my matchbox back. Look, I can't hear you. Give me my matchbox back. No! Wait! Who are you? So he's an implementation consultant too. Listen, I don't know if you've heard this. It's all very hush-hush, but Keith died. Or at least that's the official line, meaning I've picked up his workload. Mate, I'm all over this. I've taken complete control over implementation. Everything goes through me. I'm becoming the universe. You know what my policy is. You might be thinking outside the box, but at the same time, a bus has just parked itself in a dark corner of your thought processes, blocking receptors, vital receptors if you ask me. I'm talking about not letting your receptors get blocked. Oh, and did I tell you I changed my name? And that I'm now on 60k? Yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, my name's now Kedridge Indorasai, but you can call me KID as in the kid, or Orchid as in the flower, or the universe. Any of those will do. Listen, I've got to go. Just put that all down in an email. Bye. Excuse me. Have you got a lighter?
My apologies. I've completely forgot the most important duty as a host, to basically introduce what's playing, how long it's gonna be played for. Yeah, who is it by? So I wrote it on my arm. I'll remind myself to do that for hopefully for the rest of the broadcast. So that was Joshua Alexander's An Empty Box of Matches and Hafendi Anwar's Bodybuilders. I guess Hafendi's paintings will be flashing quite frequently throughout the whole thing. And our opening video was James Scott's Indefinite Postponement. So check them out if you like what you saw. So, yeah. This is what you all have walked into. It's a bit rusty. It's extremely I'm not going to say bad cuz I'm the only one who's bad. And also I had to ask I guess in line with technological difficulties, I have the new MacBook Pro with USB-C, and I realized I cannot have this microphone plugged in and charge my laptop at the same time. I am using using an adapter that's supposed to take into USB, two USB ports, but if I plug one in, the other one doesn't work, or my second screen gets cut off. So I am running on 24% battery, and I will, have to stop talking when it gets to 5%. So hopefully that won't come that soon. And I wanted to take this moment to let people know that feel free to email me, prank call me. If anyone wants to do anything, let me know. I do have my phone number behind this lovely yellow box, but now I'm a bit scared. But I don't really know what I'm scared of, but spams and stuff. So yeah, let me know. Email me, prank call me. Honestly, someone do something. And okay, duties. Next, we have a live performance coming up from North London. I've heard they are extremely well known in other year groups other than the MFAs who are here only for a year. And I guess we were here for how many months? 5 months. So yeah, want to take this chance to just say I would have loved to get to know everyone a bit better and be able to use the kitchen without being not intimidated by other year groups, because I am extremely awkward. And I overread power dynamics. So yeah, that's another thing that I'm quite sad about. And hopefully in another life, in another art institution, we'll be able to cross paths and be great friends. So email me, prank call me, someone, yeah, honestly, do something. Yeah. Okay. This is what happens. I started off the sentence to introduce Bridie, and I talk about myself. It's all about me. It's in my name. But yes, this is a live performance coming from North London. I think they're keeping it around 10 minutes. We'll see. And it's by Bridie, Beth, and Carl. Is it Beaumont Epstein? Sorry, I honestly had to ask them to record how to say their middle name and last name, because I just don't know how to pronounce Western last names. I'm very sorry. But yeah, I'm just gonna casually take a sip of my coffee to make myself way more nervous than I am right now. Yeah, so watch me. Oh, I should have flashed my phone number. Let's take a risk. Let's do this. Oh, I'll leave it on for another sip. So if anyone wants to text me, go ahead. Just I mean, I don't know if I'll read it because I'm my brain's a bit fuzzy right now, but I'll read it afterwards, and I'll greatly appreciate if I get some feedback and say hello, say I love your chicken mug, or if anyone wants to custom order a balaklava, I am here. I knit, although I'm pretty bad at making pom-poms, so, but it's still attached. Okay. And the title of the live performance is a live performance by Bridie Beth and Carl Beaumont Epstein. So I'll just check if they are on the other end of my computer. Internet? Don't know how this works. Let's see. Nope. I think we are ready. Let's admire Effendi's bodybuilders and then dive straight in.
No, stop. Stop. Stop trying to lick my hair.
Okay.
Stop licking my hair. Stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Now.
Stop it.
Now we begin to breathe, guys.
I can't. Shut
Beth,
up.
stroke Carl, your hair. And now start to say
Should I film from the top?
Yeah. Okay, now. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
My
Nay.
is
Stop licking my hair.
Okay, now we all sit up at the same time.
It's not gonna work. 3,
2,
2, 1.
Are you sitting up?
Be a Beth on. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Sit up, Beth. I could easily just.
Okay. Now we say hi, guys.
Hi.
Now we sit up. Oh!
Move.
Now we shuffle to that way. Oh!
What do you say, shuffle to that?
Sorry, my leg is in a lot of pain. Now Carl, stand up. Relax. Keep it slick. Keep it slick. Now I'm the arms. Up. Okay. Now Carl, up. Beth, get onto this blanket. Go around me sneakily on the floor.
Oh shit. Give me your legs. You fucking head. Let me go on the floor, you're not good at it.
You're gonna break her legs. It's not very light.
Who, me?
No, the light. It's a bit dark.
Ow!
Oh, no. Oh, what's happened?
I'm fine.
When it's too late to do this, guys.
Yeah, it's painful. None of us actually want to do this.
None of us.
Okay.
So about that, right?
That's alright. Yeah.
Is that very sore?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got on the big toe.
In your eye? Are you okay? Do you Shall I stop filming?
No.
Are you alright, Brian? Oh, Bridie. You okay? Oh, that looks a bit sore. Is it a bit scratched?
Is it swollen?
It just looks like you've got a bit of a scratch.
I feel like it's swollen.
Maybe a tiny bit swollen. Oh. Are you right?
Carl doesn't want to talk to me anymore. He doesn't care about me. Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying how you don't want to be in my performance anymore, and you didn't even want to be in it originally, which is probably why you kicked me in the face.
It was. I didn't actually mean to.
Psychologically.
I don't think you did mean to.
The show must go on. That's really good.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Do that again. Oh, I need to get the whole full body angle.
Does that genuinely look impressive?
Do it again. Looks amazing.
Tell me you don't want to go, Carl.
That is so impressive. Oh, I like that move. That was really great, that one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Raisin.
Non, je ne regrette
Raisin.
ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de
Raisin.
Non, je ne regrette rien.
Raisin.
C'est payé, balayé, oublié. Je me fous du passé.
Hello. We are back, and currently we are in a black space. And we will soon be joined by the amazing Amy Bernstein for a reading, which I don't exactly know well about, and I am here with you to basically get to know the work. Okay, Amy, I am transitioning your video in 3, 2, 1.
Hello. I'm doing a reading So, yes, I'm doing a reading. The first section of the reading is called Color. Color is a slippery vehicle for our theater, but it works. Often, the going is tenuous. The stuff is pleasure. It rests on feminine laurels. It knows how to please. But the power lies in knowing how to tease. Desire's strategy is in the wanting. It needs to keep the house alive, but just. The relationships between colors unfold on a loose hinge that swings. The dialectic is not fixed. The eye moves back and forth between two lights, giving neither precedence. Color conducts. There is atmosphere or flatness. There is movement in the name of mood, season, weather, geography, politics, identities, the sublime, strife, subculture, design trends, capitalist class constructs of taste and sophistication, truth. There is seduction always. Given greens, the house reaches for a breathy register. Wind happens. Dealt blue, the ears of the house hear for long distances, and sometimes beyond time. Blue is the color of introspection, of divers. The red tube does not hold a fire, but a cave, a cadmium cavern of possibility, a torrent of anticipation. Orange is an idea of glory, a hot and kind hope, an inimitable hunger that comes closest to our need for sun. White is the color of death, all-consuming in its visions, undeterred, maybe strengthened by protest, harnessed by the pale horse, the last symbolic beast of the tale of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Yellow is the mine of intonation, the place where the pitch rings true and makes the U of the tuning fork buzz, then hum. In black, we rest before fighting. We see orange, but reach for black. In color, we are made. The house waits with bated breath, eyes open and unblinking, hungry for color's insight and directive. The image. This picture is cadmium yellow light. The air is so bright that squinting is necessary to see comfortably. The long arms of live oaks sit their elbows on the forest floor, while their wrists graze the sky, their palms giving shade. Spanish moss provides the vertical lines through which to look. Small birds have become excitable with the electricity in the air as the wind of an advancing storm kicks up the dried oak leaves. They are sharp and scatter sand. There is sun and hail, a southern colloquialism described as the phenomena of the devil beating his wife. This picture depicts opposite ends of one color, the stretching of an arc, the infinite possibility held within a narrow context. This image is at the behest of the day's weather. It is a gale out there, thankfully, mercifully. The wind mixes the atmosphere like batter. Its peaks and valleys belie the current that moves them invisibly but palpably. On the street, the pedestrian's coat is a tossed kerchief, her brolly a precocious puzzle. These nature forces exhibit eclectic taste when they're in the mood to move. The tone of the day is a shiny gray mixed almost to black. We know that which falls from the sky holds the equivalent possibility of bursting forth up from the earth. This picture depicts the benevolent presence of opposing forces. This image has been painted blue. It conjures the hierarchy of another time, a time in which myth played a vital role in the construction of the everyday. Color conducts the image here, attempting awkward provocations, championing clumsiness over elegance, wanting to change the idea of taste and comfort. Blue wields itself as three different hues. They make an underwatery space, the rectangle, a placeholder for drama to unfold. Within this frame, these hues lead the audience to introspect. They project the suggestion of the dual nature of symbol and thus story, letting the audience collaborate as co-creator. This picture depicts a myth that has not yet been written. This image is of fire. It uses a warm gray to emphasize smoke and as a contrast to the heat and color of flame. It suggests that the landscape is a volatile support, both structurally and symbolically. The landscape is always about time and ultimately mortality. This picture suggests the presence of fire as reckoner, as insatiable mirror in an unreliable narrative. This image hasn't happened yet. Its future self is only almost a feeling, a shadow puppet projected at the back of the mind. It tries on personae, spirit, perspective, attitude, accent, and affect, considering its best face. It is an awkward teenager who might not yet mature. There is value in this mental document. It is a sketch the ghost whispers before singing, pointing to something that does not yet exist, a type of muse that does not end in art. The painter lip syncs the ghost's lyrics. This picture is an impression of the unborn in conversation with the undead. The ghost. I am wildfire, where the fuel makes the flame, and in the burning becomes more so. I was born under a spell of self-estrangement and poesis. In my unknowing, I get closer to possibility. I am born an undead and yet refuse silence. As such, I split exponentially, a kaleidoscopic enterprise that somehow seems to operate as both charm and obsession. A romantic parasite of identity and a low animalian guttural utterance that began in a cave and stalked both the palace and the nightclub. Managed hack, frail lion, sporadic indulgence, illusionist, false prophet, thief, magpie, lover, crone, bitch. I've been hidden by misnomers doled out by those afraid of ghosts. You need me. I am not a state to be lost. I cannot relinquish the haunt. I've tried. It morphs, crescendos, crests anew. You girlish phenom, you are a manipulative wonderkind, as sharp as a child, as neurotic as cut amphetamine. This place is often lonely. I talk to myself to keep my own company. You never knew my currency, or perhaps I didn't. Spirit coin, minted partridge, posh bird, holy pheasant. To name me is to know me. I take all names given. I was a costumed order, a divine right, a salted, swinging pendulum, a gift given with the caveat of return. And yet, in the taking, I still shed light. The pseudonym was always a petty ruse after all, inaccurate and forced, a dumb pin, defunct in a shallow puddle. Thank you.